Hello, everyone. Welcome back to our podcast. And I'm so excited to be joined by the beautiful Christine Levine. And today's topic is Stop Doing Everything Yourself, the power behind virtual support in events. Okay, so I'll allow Christine to introduce yourself quickly for all of our listeners and viewers.
Okay, yes, hello everybody. I'm Christine Levine and I'm currently one of the concierge manager and VA of Janae and of AJT Events Management.
Okay. Here's my first question to you, and I want to dive right into it. Christine, why do you think so many business owners, especially in events, ahem, still try to do everything themselves? And my follow up question to that is what is it costing them? Is it costing them something if they don't want to get help?
Actually that is a very common I think challenge of like the owners or founders of businesses, especially with events, especially her. Yeah, because I think there is a fear of delegation. It's not like you think of the others as not as good as you, but it's the thinking that baka they won't be able to do it or baka it's too hard to delegate. So it's like that fear na you don't want to delegate something because you don't want to say repeat it or but that happens. However, if you keep on thinking that way, if you keep that fear of delegating tasks, that is also costing you a lot, like time. Siyempre, naubos na yung oras mo. Kasi parang, hindi ko naman ginagawa to. Bakit ginagawa ko pa? I mean, I don't have to do this and then you have to attend to another client. So, as a business owner myself, naisip ko rin siya na parang di ko dapat ginagawa 'tong admin, dapat nakikipag-meeting lang ako and close that deal and then when you pass it to somebody, sila na mag-send ng contract, right? Parang if you already given them all the information, then that should be set to send the contract, parang somebody else na lang magawa nun. Kasi sayang din yung oras, reviewin mo pa, gagawin mo pa. And yeah, so it's causing a lot of time na hindi mo na rin mahahawakan yung ibang clients because ano nga eh, naubos mo na. Nag-admin ka na, 'di ba? Parang even if it's just an hour or templated na yan, it's still costing time and of course money because di mo na na-close yung client. So yeah.
Yes. And so, speaking of wasting time, so what do you think are the most common tasks in event business that owners are still doing, but they shouldn't be doing anymore? Okay, like some very most common tasks.
Most common proposal, sending proposal and of course when
Answering inquiries.
yes, answering queries, ayan, may tumatawag sa'yo, dapat hindi na sa'yo tumatawag, 'di ba? I mean, well, yes, you're still the main contact. However, you can still pass it to somebody to handle that inquiry. Especially for Facebook, ayan, yun yung parang pinaka, ano talaga, mahirap na ginagawa ng iba. Although, madali mag-post, pero pag may sumagot na, ay, na-miss ko kasi nasa message request pala. Hindi mo naman siya pupuntahan. If it's a business page naman, lilipat pa ako para lang, di ba? And then you're talking to somebody else. So, I think that's the most basic one. And of course, tracking those leads. So, yan yung nagpo-fall short talaga tayo kasi, okay, nakausap mo na, ganyan. Pero parang, ano nga sunod? Sino na nga to? Ganyan. So, I think that's the most common for events. Yeah, and of course the admin tasks.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. I think maybe one of the things also, no, um, replying. Okay, one is inquiries, but there's also yung mga existing clients mo na, tapos nagme-message,
Oh yes.
tapos walang sumasagot sa kanila, right? Or another problem is yung schedule. Like, mali-mali pala yung schedule or nagka-double-double booking, not only for actual events or maybe for the meetings, etc. na nagkamali, mali palang date, maling schedule, or the client is expecting this, but the owners didn't
Yeah.
know, etc. So,
Oo. Actually, meron pa. Yung nabuksan mo yung message, pero akala mo naka-reply ka, tapos sinara mo lang, tapos wala na. Hindi mo na 'di ba? Hindi mo na siya na-follow up. And of course, follow through, ayan. So, sa follow through, syempre, yun nga, parang they said, parang sabi mo, sige, I'll get back to you later, pero nawala ka na. So, hindi mo na din siya na-follow up. So, sayang yung opportunity for that particular business or for that client. And yes, so kung halimbawa, imagine ikaw lahat ang gawa-gawa nung ng events. So, paano pag magmi-meeting na? So, parang buong araw mo na, parang, oh my gosh, wala nang ano yung calendar ko. Kasi walang nag-manage, 'di ba?
Okay, now let's tie it into the client experience. So, because of course, our viewers or listeners are not just the event vendors or suppliers, but also the clients themselves, the people who are planning an event. At what point does it become a negative effect to the client when the owner tries to do everything themselves? Kumbaga, at some point kasi, parang 'di ba hindi mo na nga kaya. And then so now the client experience, there you go. At what point does the client experience get affected because the owner wants to just do everything themselves?
So, maraming missed task or opportunities with that. So, for example, nagtatanong si client, ayan, tatanong, ano na yung ganito, ano ng status? Hindi ka na makasagot. Like, it took you 24 hours bago makasagot,
Or
pero,
maybe longer?
oo, pero dapat, nasagot mo lang siya, ganun lang naman kadali yun. Or if you have somebody, di ba, na nandun din within the, say, you have a group chat, madali lang parang, "Oh, eto po." Mabilis na siyang so, parang someone hindi na siya parang, admin lang, it's more of like customer service for your client. So, at least may somebody na parang siya yung second brain mo na 'pag di ka nakasagot, merong ibang sasagot for you. Kapag hindi mo na matandaan kung ano yung, information, then somebody can, mabilis masasagot siya. And from the experiences that we've had with our clients na nandun kami, I would say nandun kami, parang mas ano sila na kahit outside working hours, kahit outside working hours, nasasagot sila and we are able to follow up. And so, timeline-wise, diba, parang nasusunod siya, walang nami-miss. So, pag nagtanong ka, for example, ano na to? Eto na, okay na po. O, diba? Parang alis na yun sa checklist mo or alis na yun sa iisipin mo pa kasi somebody's there to actually help you. And yun nga, second brain mo talaga siya.
And that's a good point you said, no? Sometimes like it's outside the working hours because we have some clients who are
Yes.
overseas. O, di ba? Paano nga yun, overseas? So, syempre hindi naman 24/7 na nakatuto ka doon. Dilat na dilat ka na. Binabantayan mo lang pala kung nag-message yung overseas clients mo. But, yeah, so then anyone in the team can also fill in or maybe not even answer, maybe not give the actual answer but just acknowledge that somebody messaged or the client messaged and that the information that you need will be passed on to the person who can answer it. Right. Okay, excited, I'm so excited. So now let's go to, now that we've identified all these different things, how can virtual assistants actually support an event business? Especially when everything feels so hands-on. I mean, events is really such a hands-on business. So, what parts, anong parts ang pwede nating maibigay sa virtual assistants? I'm sure hindi nila kayang i-coordinate yung actual day. Hindi nila kayang maging bride's assist. Hindi nila kayang maging program director, right? So, but what are these things that the virtual assistants can do to help the event clients or event suppliers to have an easier job?
So, actually, in this, evolving world of digital experiences, marketing, and everything with AI pa, I really believe that the virtual support, kasi parang we know virtual support or virtual assistant are all just about social media, digital marketing, and just, serving foreign clients. But there is also a big opportunity here, like locally. So, and yun na nga, with all this digital transformation happening to the world, hindi pwede ka naman magpahuli. 'di ba? Parang hindi lagi tayong manual, hindi laging paper, kasi paperless na dapat. And so, virtual assistants can actually help with the back end. So, will be the back end support of your business, just like what we're doing with other clients. Pero this one, with events, ang daming pwedeng gawin, back end. So, unahin na natin yung leads. Ayan. So, dahil marami nag inquire sa inyo in any platform man yan or in any social media platforms, I'm pretty sure hindi lahat nababasa, hindi lahat nare-respond. Even if you have your automated responses, after that certain question, ano nang susunod? What if they are looking for someone to talk to? So walang sasagot kasi automated siya. Pero if you have a VA who's actually monitoring those inquiries, ganyan, so makakasagot agad, 'di ba? Another thing is, of course, if you don't have time for your social media management, like posting, creating videos, creating contents, VAs can also do that. So, hindi lang siya pang ibang business. Actually, in all businesses, pwede naman siya na gawin ng isang VA. So, and then another thing, if you need some admin help, so syempre, easiest way, track your leads, calendar management, even inbox management, because I'm pretty sure you're missing a lot of emails din.
And
Diba?
I think so Filipinos, no? I mean, we have to admit it, guys. So Filipino event suppliers, we don't really open email on a daily basis unless, of course, you are a corporation or you're a venue, hotel, na talagang you sit down on your computer, you open. But for everyone, for the most or the rest of us event suppliers who's always on the go, at an event, at a meeting, on the road, we don't have time to open email. My gosh, that's so true. I even tell my team members, I tell them, okay, email the supplier, but Viber them as well, or WhatsApp, or SMS, or text, to tell them that you sent an email. So they will open their email. I mean, that's just the reality. That nothing against, us as Filipinos who don't open email, but that's just it. And we have to figure out a way to make it work for us.
Yeah. And actually, emails does not work all the time kasi pag walang internet, di ba, mahina internet, hindi mo mabubuksan yung email kahit sa ilang sabihin mo na, nag-email na po ako. Kaso hindi niya mabuksan, so mahina. So, VAs can also help with reaching out to them in different platforms, WhatsApp. Messenger, I think, is the easiest kasi yung Messenger, kahit konti lang ang
Data nila.
data. Di ba? Parang mahina. O, pasok pa din yung message. And even, call them. So, actually, parang natawa nga ako doon na parang in-email mo na, sinabi mo pa sa Viber, sinabi mo pa rin doon sa group chat, para at least cover all bases. And I heard one client say that na, "Oy, thank you so much for notifying me." Kasi matagal niya na palang hinahanap. Tapos, okay, ayun pala. So, 'di ba? Parang it's a relief na, alam na nung client na meron na kaso. At saka na-inform siya kung saan niya ba hahanapin yung sinesend niyo.
And I like what you said there, no, because I also read somewhere that we're not really losing clients because they don't like us or they don't want us. It's because either we didn't follow up with them or they don't know where to find our info. Like, asa na nga ba? Alam ko in-email na ako noon pero di ko na mahanap. Parang ako din yun minsan. But anyway, thankfully, I have my VAs there. So if any of our event vendors or suppliers who are listening wants to start working with a virtual assistant, or maybe considering, maybe they don't want to hire yet, but like, okay, I'm open to the idea if I get a virtual assistant to make my life easier. What do you think is the first thing that they can delegate? Like, what is the easiest or parang entry point na they won't feel so stressed? Ha, i-delegate ko yan? Kaya ba nila yon? Question mark?
So, since Filipinos are still, anong tawag doon? They're still conservative, with information. And napaka-big deal sa atin ng Data Privacy Act. So, what we're offering are like the basics lang talaga. So, social media, pwede. Content creation lang muna, ganyan. And then if it's a business page naman, we can also be like added to manage your inboxes. So that's the basic ones. Another basic one is like the lead management. So, kahit send nyo lang sa amin yung picture, di ba? Halimbawa, may nakausap kayo, send nyo yung picture, sinulat nyo sa papel, send nyo yung picture, kami na maglalagay sa sheets or kung saan mang system natin ilalagay siya para mas organized, and then we'll be bugging you or following up. Yan. Bugging you talaga, makulit kasi. Yeah, we'll inform you na, Amy, for follow-up ka, or we can also ask anong status here. Ayan. So, I think yun, unti-unti, 'di ba? You'll get used to working with a VA kahit na parang minsan takot ka. And again, that's really normal, and that's why most of the clients that we handle naman feel comfortable na kapag yung isa-isa lang, hindi mo yung push na, eto na, hindi ganun talaga. So, unti-unti, no, you can get started with the things that parang naubos yung oras mo. So, number one would be like inquiries, like responding to inquiries, posting, social media management, and all that.
Okay. So here's a really good question. Do you think that companies, event suppliers who have a back-end support system perform better to their clients versus companies who don't have a back-end support?
Parang may gusto akong tanungin with that question. Parang iba back to you ko ba? Back to you. Hindi. I feel like it is really beneficial for companies, or even, like the small business ones, the starting ones, startups, to really have someone at the back end. Kasi, that way, you feel like you are growing. Actually, yun eh. Parang the growth would start if you are already parang passing over some task. Hindi na ikaw na yung gagawa. Kasi marami ka nang ginagawa eh. Di ba? Marami ka nang inaasikasong client, marami kang kausap. So, if nag-start ka na to delegate the task, and then meron ka nang tinatawag na, I have a team na, oh my God. So, that means you are actually growing, right? So, yes. And then, sige, back to you. Back to you, the question.
Back to me is the question. Well, okay. Oops, now you know my secret. Siguro kaya ang tagal kong in-interview si Christine sa podcast na to. Yeah, I'm trying to gatekeep her. I didn't want to tell the world, but yeah, I would say it really does. I mean, more than the actual task, even the clients, when I tell them na, yeah, this is great. We had a great conversation, and we'd love to service you. My EA, who is also virtual, who also works remotely, my EA, my executive assistant, will send you our proposal on Monday, first thing on Monday morning, and then we can take it from there. So it just sounds so wow.
Yes.
Versus, sige ma'am, gagawin ko na po mamaya, send ko po din mamaya. Like, okay din naman yun that you do it there, pero yung parang ako mismo lahat, ikaw din. So, kind of, it gives a different feel that, at the same time, other than the optics, the life of a business owner can be focused on creating more deals or opening more opportunities, networking with other businesses, and then it feels more, I feel more calm, and I feel like I can focus more into building more relationships with other businesses or other clients, because I know that my team can work on the rest of the things. Not to say that I leave them alone, because if you know me, I'm very hands-on also. And siguro ako din yung testimony na unti-untiin nyo lang din po ang pag-delegate, lalo na po kung if you are a controller like myself. So it's kind of hard, but after you get the confidence, you feel confident that they are confident with what they're doing, then you can slowly let go. Yeah, I think for me, especially for my social media, I'm so grateful. Like, shout out to Diane, my ever faithful and ever masipag graphics artist and designer. I call her now my creative director, because like she just creates, because kailangan talaga makilala nung VA yung business owner kung ano yung gusto niyang mangyari. Parang kailangan magkapareho tayo ng
Yeah.
brain cells. Ano ba yung maganda, ano ba yung pangit, lalo na sa social media, no? So, and then once na makuha naman na yon, it might take a little bit of time, pero once na makuha na yon, it's easy peasy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a breeze and konting tweaks na lang, and then it's just a matter of your team teaching other team members who you are, what you do, what's your, pet peeves, so that they can work well. Parang it's also like getting to know somebody, like boyfriend, girlfriend. It's a relationship as well. So you might not get the perfect fit on the first try, and I guess that's why working with an agency is also beneficial, because when you work with an agency and you tell to the agency, you know what, this person doesn't work, can you send me another person? So then they will help you find another person. Versus kung isang tao lang yung kausap mo, tapos ayaw mo na sa kanya, okay, paano na? Back to square one. Maghanap ka na naman ulit. Tapos ayaw mo na naman yung pangalawa. Back to square one. Parang, oh my God, nakakapagod. And I would not blame the other people who've tried and just gave up na ayaw ko na lang mag-VA, kasi probably didn't go through an agency and help them understand what they want, so that they can also find the right person to fit the boss's personality. Ang dami ko sinabi.
Yeah. So in addition lang, so actually working with a team of VAs, I don't want to call it agency sana, pero yeah, so working with a team of VAs or a company of VAs or virtual assistants, it gives you protection. Kasi, syempre, kapag, ano lang yan, so nagpabayad lang, tatakbuhan ka na kung hindi talaga, pag naman nasa agency ka or nasa team of VAs, then you're sure. Actually, ano yan, secured kayo na hindi kayo tatakbuhan kasi nasa kanila yung pera eh. Babalik yan kung kailangan mo magpa-refund, then money will be released to you or refunded to you if kailangan. And also, that's also like a security dun sa hinire mo. Kasi minsan yung iba ang concern na meron ba yung VA ba hindi na pera kaya hindi tatrabaho. So that's security. And then another one is um, you're like secure din na alam nung tao yung ginagawa mo, not just your VA, but the one who actually referred her to you. So that's why it's important for us na, gaya ko, ako muna. No, I mean, yes, we learn everything. Hindi yung boss ka lang, ikaw namang hindi po ganun. So, kailangan natin siyang aralin because we can also be the backup of each other. So, hindi naman siya necessary. However, things happen. So, meron tayong business continuity plan. And that is actually to learn kung ano man yung task ng VA. And ako kasi, mas gusto ko talaga yung alam ko kung ano yung ginagawa ng VA. And I actually remember Dayan, kasi natatawa ko kay Dayan, parang, huy Dayan, tagal natin na ganito in the VA world. And parang hanggang ngayon nagtatanong pa rin siya, kahit na mas magaling naman na siya sa akin. So, di ba parang, talaga ba? So, I mean, like, we learn from each other. Even if hindi ko naman tinatrabaho talaga yung ginagawa niya, but when she's discussing things, parang, okay, I understand. Sige, ganito gawin natin. So, it's also like really relationship building din kami within the team. Hindi lang basta, oh, buo tayong business. O, tao kita. Hindi siya ganun. And that's why, parang, ganun din kay Ma'am Jenny. Kaya ganyan dito. Ganyan din siya kasi nga, parang, mas sa amin yung relationship. And that's why Diane stayed with you. Di ba tagal na? So, parang nakakatuwa lang.
Reveal.
Ah!
What year?
2021, 2020.
No.
Di ba? Ano ba?
Di ba 2016?
2016 ba si Dayan?
Not si Dayan. Si Dayan,
Si Dayan.
but you.
Oo! Ako po talaga yung first VA, so yun yung something they don't know about me. Yeah. I'm the first VA of Janae, and Janae has referred me to a lot of people, a lot of clients. So, that's why, ever loyal nandito ba?
Wait. Oh, di ba yun pala yung best kept secret since 2016? Di ba 2016? I remember. Yeah, because that was the... Yes, in FH. Yes. Yeah, 2016. And I started... Okay, so I have more questions for you. So, I want naman this one, your personal insight. So, because you handle a lot of VAs, right? And you've also met a lot of business owners. So, what is one thing you wish that more business owners understood about building a team and letting go?
Parang mahirap yung ano. Well, I think one thing that they would have to understand when, like you're building your team is that it's not just really, um, parang hindi lang siya empleyado to, ako I would say, hindi lang siya empleyado to employer. It's like you are training your kid. Ayan. To be some hindi naman useful but yeah, to like to learn that new skill, to serve people and then you make money with that service, 'di ba? Parang kasi hindi naman natin pwedeng babyhin lang ng babyhin ng mga ano. And I mean, you as a business owner, again, you can't handle everything. But when you're building a team, it's not just really about you throwing them things, like, eto gawin mo to, eto gawin mo to. Pero hindi na naiintindihan. So, pag nag-build ka ng team, you also build relationship with them. It's hard because you have to trust them, but instincts work, I would say. Sa instincts naman yan, mafe-feel nyo din, and judgment. But I think kasi kapag naging mabait ka naman dun sa tao, I mean, you do it right. Like, you just be kind, just teach them what you need to teach them. Kung babaliktad man ang mangyari, but that's on them. But you, as a business owner, when you're building your team, you really have to be passionate on really communicating, building a relationship with them, and just, like, parang pasa mo lang, training lang, train mo lang talaga sila what you really need them to do.
I love that. I love that. Parang nasaktan din ako ng slight doon. Kasi parang you can't expect them to know what's in your brain. I mean, hello, how many years before you became who you are and you expect your VA to learn it in a flash? Of course, it takes training. So I like your reference. It's like you're training your kid. So imagine if you're training your kid, so parang you're teaching them step by step some of the basics there before you take them to the next level. So ano muna, training wheels muna bago mag-bike, bago mag-scooter, bago mag-motor.
True.
Kotse.
ako sa'yo, hindi ako sa'yo.
Oh, yes.
So,
Trivia.
Since I am the first VA, no, so hindi na siya secret. Ayun. So, since I'm her first VA, actually, ang bilis na ito. Napaka fast-paced talaga yun. Talaga sabi ko na, paano ko ba hahabulin to? So, pag ano yun siya, ayan na siya, palapit na siya, hindi na ako umiimay kasi iniisip ko na kung ano yung dapat kong gawin na, dapat ahead of them. Parang, sabi niya, eto na po, parang dapat ganun ka. Miranda pala to. So, yung ganun siya, sabi ko, ang fast-paced nito. Tapos, she always talks about business. Pero, I like that. I like that part kasi doon talaga ako natuto. So, I was just starting as a VA pa lang naman dun eh. Parang, ano ko lang, nagpabibo lang ako because I really want to make that experience grow. Like, really ride the journey and then grow from there. So, sabi ko, ang bilis nito. So, that's why, when I had Dayan, like, I referred Dayan, sabi ko, girl, aralin mo, you have to be ahead, one step ahead. As in, bilisan niyo yung gawa niyo, and I think, kasi ko, mag-isip ka nung hindi niya naiisip. Sabi, ang hirap po, no? Hindi, kaya mo yan. Like everyone, sabi ko, kailangan, mas one step ahead kayo, parang foot forward agad, kahit hindi pa siya, kasi, I think, siya nakakatulong siya na lumalabas ka dun sa box na ito lang yung gagawin ko. And I think thinking din kasi ng ibang VA is that you're just a VA assistant. Yes, okay. No, hindi po ganun lang ang ginagawa. You have to think as a partner of your boss or, client. Kasi you're helping them grow. 'Di ba? Parang kaya ka nandyan kasi to help them grow, not to just say yes or no. Hindi po ganun. So, ayun lang, binuking lang kita. Pero, para doon sa iba na baka gano'n din, na fast-paced mag-isip tapos iniisip nyo, hindi makakahabol yung VA nyo. Your VA will learn. Just give it, in my experience, 3 months, yan, makakaahon na sila. As in, masasabayan na kayo or even be ahead of you. Yes.
So good. Meron palang dito. Reveal. But since we talked about 2016, so it's our 10th year anniversary. Oh, good na, 2026. Amazing. All right. Here's my final question. Okay. What is your advice for someone? Of course, we're talking to our event vendors and suppliers here who feels like they are not yet ready to get help. What is your message to them? And it's now 2026, guys. Remember, 2016 pa ako unang nag-earn ng VA. Kung, kung ngayon pa lang, sige, hindi na ako magka-comment. I'll let you answer. Go.
Actually, get help now. Huwag ka nang matakot. Yun na talaga siya. Kasi, if you, well, I understand yung fear talaga because that's really the number one concern whenever I talk to some clients about getting help, about what we can do for them. And like, they're like thinking, oo, gusto ko nga yun. Kaya lang hindi ko alam kung paano magsisimula. So, there's no other way but to get started. So, talagang get help na. Again, we can start from small things. Like, kung ano yung nagpapahirap sa inyo, yung inquiries. Definitely, that's one. Social media. So, yun lang muna, And then, actually, hindi naman talaga nag-start ng agad. So, trial period, 3 months max, you'll get the hang of it of, like having someone to help you. Medyo nagkakaroon na kayo ng relationship. Medyo pa yan, hindi pa naman talaga smooth yan. Syempre, marami pang boo-boos and mistakes, but that's why you're there. You have to work with your VA. And I have one client na ganyan yung sabi niya. Parang sabi kasi nung isa, parang something's wrong with me. I can't, hindi sila magtugma nung VA. But that client said na, kasi you have to work with your VA. You can delegate but not utos. Parang ganun siya. So you really have to work with them.
Collaborative work.
Yes, hindi lang siya yung, to, gawin mo to, gawin mo to, gawin mo to. Hindi. You have to work with her. You have to teach them at some time. Kasi yung iba sabi, hindi na kailangan ng training yan. Basta gawin mo na. But your input is still important. 'Di ba? Parang, eto, pwede po ba to? So, sana sasagot din. Yun din yung mahirap. So, I don't know, maybe latag nyo lang lahat nung kailangan yung tulong ngayon. Like,
And your expectations.
yes, or expectations. Pet peeves, pwede sabihin nyo na din para alam din nila how you work. And then, you'll go from there.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so some really good notes here I want to say, okay? Here, first, if you're doing everything yourself, guys, you are the bottleneck. Okay? Second, ito, I like this. Virtual assistants don't replace you. They multiply you. I love that. Grabe, that's so true for me. Like, really, I just want to say, for example, so one of the things that I do in our events management business is part of the package when they sign up as our client is we give them a wedding website. So, technically, kaya ko din gumawa ng wedding website out of Canva, di ba? Something simple, there's templates, ganyan. So, but it just sounds so premium when I say, yeah, we can definitely get started with creating your wedding website. We just need you to fill out this form, and then I'll connect you with our graphics designer, and she will create it based on the form that you answered. Diba? Parang, my God. O, diba? So, kahit hindi nila nakikita kung ano ba yung ginagawa, and then makita na lang nila, here's your draft for your wedding website. Please give us comments so we can blah, 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 blah. So, it just, grabe, levels you up so much more. And I didn't even lift a finger. I didn't create the form. I didn't create the wedding website. But my clients love us for doing that. So, bonus point. Okay, here's another clip here. I like this. Your client experience is only as good as your back end system. How do I say this? If we, at, if you are, okay, let's say if you're on your third year or fifth year of your business and you haven't figured out or you haven't gotten to a point na kailangan ko ng sistema in my business, I will say this, you will be burned out. Yes. So, as early as now, I mean, I didn't have a VA. I mean, I was doing business even long before 2016. But it was only in the recent years when I said, yes, let's go. Let's create a system like, standard operating procedures. What do we do when we get this? What do we do when we do this? So, kailangan meron talaga. And that's where all the support of the virtual assistant come in. Yes. And last ko na lang dito, busy doesn't mean productive.
Yes, so true. Lagi sinasabi busy, pero
Busy doesn't
hindi kasi
mean
hindi mo na alam
productive.
kung saan.
Okay. So, yes. So, in closing, I'll let Christine talk about her business.
Yes. So if you are looking for someone to help you and be the back end support of your business, we are launching na dito pala nag-launch. Now we are launching Yeva, or your events virtual assistants. And we would like to be your back-end support to help you with admin, social media, calendar management, and a lot more. So if you want to get started na. Okay? And DM us lang for call or for inquiries.
Awesome. Thank you, guys. And I hope this episode was helpful for you. This is Ask Janae today, where all your event related questions get answered.